What's up, everyone, and welcome back to the Poke ETF channel, where we combine Pokemon and data analytics together to keep track of our precious collections and investments. And in today's video, we will be going through the ultimate release guide of Journey Together, because Journey Together was released last Friday, March 28th. Happy release weekend. Hopefully, you guys were able to get some products, or maybe not, because with the current Pokemon market right now, how supplies are so low, and if you go to Target, GameStop, Walmart, or wherever retail store, I basically cannot find any products. But it is okay, because at the end of the day, life goes on. And so with that, Journey Together is a great set. It is a trainer Pokemon set. That is why it's so hyped. First, it's featuring Hop. Hop is a friendly Pokemon trainer from the Galar region, Sword and Shield. He usually have Pokemon like Wooloo, Double, Corviknight, Zamazenta, and Zacian. Look at the cards. The Wooloo, the Hop's Wooloo is the IR, and the Hop's Zacian EX is the SIR. Beautiful cards. Next, we have our Iono trainer, which is from the Scarlet and Violet era. She is an electric type gym leader from the Paldea region. Some of the cards that feature in this set is the Iono Kilowattrel and the Iono Bellibolt EX SIR. Again, both beautiful cards. Next, the third trainer that's featured in Journey Together is, of course, Lillie. She is from the Alola region, or the Sun and Moon era. Usually her Pokemon are Ribombee and Clefairy, as featured in this set. Of course, beautiful card, but the Lillie's Clefairy EX, of course, is the top one chase card of this set. Beautiful card on the grass area. The colors pop up. And Clefairy, again, it's not a Charizard, it's not a popular Pokemon. I mean, Clefairy is kind of a popular Pokemon, but not a really a chase card Pokemon like the Evolution, Charizard, Pikachu, Mewtwo, or whatever. But again, beautiful cards. Next, N, the last trainer featured in this set is the N. N is from the Team Plasma in the Unova region, the Black and White era. And as you can tell, Pokemon Company really chose these four trainers from different era, different generation. And for N, there's N's Reshiram and N Zoroark EX, which is the SIR. Beautiful card. So again, looking at all these 8 cards that you just seen, it is not a surprise why Journey Together is such a hyped up set. But with a caveat, I really think if these were just normal Pokemon market time, Journey Together would just be a normal set. So looking at the 4 trainers, main trainer, Hop, Iono, Lillie, and N, they are the main cards, and there are the secret rare cards. If you know, they're the main cards that is pretty much all of the usual associated numbers, but the cards that like ultra rare, illustration rare, special illustration rare, and hyper rare are your secret rare card. And you can see that it's pretty much even for the secret rare card, but for the Hop, there are 19 main cards, there are 11 Iono cards, and 7 Lillie cards, and 21 N cards. So there's a lot of N cards and Hop cards. But if you look at the secret rare cards, it's pretty much even except for the Iono and N, because the Iono and N each have a hyper rare card, and Hop and Lillie do not have a hyper rare card. And so this ultimate release guide will go through the rarity breakdown, the pull rates, the generation breakdown, and the top 10 expensive cards from the set, because I really believe that these 4 indicators will really tell whether this set is a really great set to collect and invest. And so before we begin, please hit that like button, because it goes a long way in supporting the channel, and subscribe to the channel, because if you haven't noted, I haven't really posted a while. And so if you're subscribed to the channel, you will definitely know when I shoot a new video. And comment below on what you think on Journey Together, whether you're skipping it or collecting it, or just cannot even find any products. And so looking at the pull rates of Journey Together, look at this graph. It's a very busy graph, a lot of data, but let's just go one by one. Double rares, or for the pull rates, you can see that's pretty much the same, but a little easier. For Journey Together, it will get you 1 out of 5 packs to pull a double rare. That is pretty much easier than compared to the other Scarlet and Violet sets. Then next is the ultra rare. It would take you 1 out of 15 packs, or half of a booster box, to pull an ultra rare, which is virtually the same as the other sets. Then the next is the illustration rare. It came back because Prismatic Evolutions, the set before Journey Together, there was no illustration rare, and it is because of the inclusion of illustration rare that pulling this set will be more exciting than Prismatic Evolution. And so it would take you 1 out of 12 packs to pull an illustration rare, which is again virtually the same as other sets. Then the next is the special illustration rare. This is where the Pokemon Company really made it more difficult to pull a special illustration rare. It was 1 out of 32 packs for the first 4 sets, but then they started increasing the difficulty. And so you can see for Journey Together, it would take you 1 out of 86 packs to pull a special illustration rare, which is pretty much 2.5-ish booster box. But even with that, even though the difficulty of pulling a special illustration rare is still similarly difficult, because of the number of SIR in this set, makes completing completing a master set very obtainable and attainable. And so looking at the hyper rare, looking at the number of packs, it would take you 1 out of 137 packs to pull in hyper rare, which is kind of pretty much the same as the last 4 or 5 sets of Scarlet and Violets. Next is the Rarity Breakdown, and this is really where you will see why Journey Together will be a fun set to pull and to master compared to Prismatic Evolution. Looking at the main cards and secret cards, there are only 31 secret cards in this set. It is the lowest number of secret cards out of all of the Scarlet and Violet set. Even Shrouded Fable has 35 secret cards. There are only 31 secret cards in this set, so I would say this set is very similar to an Obsidian Flame or a Stellar Crown, but because of the current Pokemon market right now, Journey Together seems to be a very, very hyped up set, seems to be like, oh, the greatest set ever, but really, if it's a normal Pokemon market, this set would just be a very normal, average set compared to like Stellar Crown or Obsidian Flame, and you can see that, again, 31 secret cards, there's not that many secret cards in this set, which makes this set very easy to master because there's not that many secret cards. So looking at the rarity comparison out of all of the set, again, busy graph, a lot of data, but again, you can see that Journey Together is actually a very small set, 187 cards compared to like Stellar Crown 175 and Obsidian Flame there 230. But look at Prismatic Evolution, there's 347 cards in that set. That is why it's so hard to pull a master set in, to complete a master set for Prismatic Evolution. Going by each rarity, double rare, there are 16 double rare in Journey Together, pretty much average among all of the other Scarlet and Violet sets. Looking into the ultra rare, there are 11 ultra rare, one of the fewest number of ultra rare out of all of the Scarlet and Violet set. We have 12 from Prismatic Evolution, we have 21 from Surging Spark, we have 27 from Paradox Rip. Again, you can see 11, which is pretty much one of the lowest number of ultra rare for a set. Looking at illustration rare, there are 12 illustration rare, excluding Paldean Fates. Journey Together is pretty much the lowest number of illustration rares out of all of the set. Again, not that many secret rares like the illustration rare, special illustration rare, and hyper rare. Then looking at the special illustration rare, again, 6 special illustration rare compared to the number to Prismatic Evolution. Prismatic Evolution has 32 special illustration rare. That's why that set is so crazy to master. But Journey Together, there are only 6 special illustration rare, so that it doesn't really take that many packs or booster boxes to get a complete master set. And then looking at the hyper rare, there are only 2 hyper rares in this set, the number 1 lowest number of hyper rares out of all of the set. Other set have 3, 5, 6, 7, 9, 6, 3, 3, but this set has 2 hyper rares, the lowest. So again, throughout every rarity is pretty much very low number of secret rares, thus making this set very obtainable and attainable to complete a master set, which also really proves my point that if we are really under a normal Pokemon market right now, Journey Together would just be an average set. So looking at the generation breakdown, again, a very busy graph. I always start with a high overview, but it's pretty much even across the board out for every single generation. The number 1 generation represented in Journey Together is Generation 5 green with 21%. Generation 5 is your black and white era, which represent from for N. And N, as you've seen in the video, N has a lot of cards in this set, which makes sense that this set has a lot of Generation 5 cards. And looking at the top 20 cards of Journey Together, looking at an overview for all of the Scarlet and Violet era, your Journey Together is red, your Prismatic Evolution is dark blue. You can see that the top 20 most expensive card out of all of the Scarlet and Violet era is dominated by the darker blue, which of course the top 1 is the Umbreon EX number 161. The top 4 are from the Prismatic Evolution, and then we have a Pikachu EX top 5, and again Prismatic Evolution Flareon EX at top 6, and again it's really dominated by Prismatic Evolution. And you can see that there is only one red bar, which is the Journey Together card, which is the Lillie's Clefairy EX number 184 at $252 around at release weekend. And so again, not that many expensive card, or the top 20 most expensive card for Journey Together, which again, as I said, if this was just a normal set, this set would just be an average set. But because of our current crazy hyped Pokemon market right now, it makes it seem that Journey Together is one of the best set ever. But as for me, I don't think it is. I think it's like a B- kind of set. Prismatic Evolution 151, Paldean Faith, I really believe that those are the top 3 sets of the Scarlet and Violet Violet era. And then looking at the top 20 most expensive card for just specifically Journey Together, the Generation Breakdown, it is a good mix of generations among the top 20 cards of Journey Together. The top one is Lillie's Clefairy EX. It's a Clefairy, so the general generation era for that Pokemon is Gen 1. Again, good mix. There's not that many not that one generation that overdo all the other generations. It's a good mix. And then the next top 20 expensive card for Journey Together Rarity Breakdown, this is not a surprise. The top 5 most expensive cards from this set are all SIR, and then it really just drops, the price really drops when it goes into illustration rare or double rare or ultra rare or any other rarity. So a lot of value comes from the special illustration rare, and because there's not that many cards in this set, again, this set is really like an Obsidian Flame or a Stellar Crown. And then looking at the next slide, we're looking at the top 20 most expensive card for this set, Trainer Breakdown. If you know, we started with how this set really featured the 4 trainer, Hop, Iono, Lillie, and N, and you can see a good mix. The top 1 is from Lillie, top 2 is N, top 3 is Null, so it's not really a trainer Pokemon, which is a Salamence EX number 187. So again, a good mix across the board for each of these 4 trainers. So going each top 1, Lily's Clefairy number 184 is an SIR. It's currently at $250 at release weekend. Then top 2 is an Enzoroark EX number 185 SIR. It's around $150. Then Salamence EX number 187 is your top 3 card of this set, $120. A beautiful card. It's a dragon card. I really think that, I don't know, if this was a very normal Pokemon market right now, I think this would be an $80-$70 card. And so we will see, because Pokemon Company said that they will be printing out more products, and I really anticipate most of those products will release around August, September, because it would take 6, 7, 8 months for a Pokemon Company to to print those products and get them to distribution. It takes time, and so we will see whether these cards will go down. Then the top 4 card is the Ionos Bellable EX number 183 SIR, coming around $97. Again, cute card, but really at $97 for this card, I really think this is just like in the other Iono card. It came out around $120, dropped to around $100, dropped around $80, dropped around $70, $60, and so we will see whether this will hold around $97. Then the top 5 card of this set is a Hops Zacian, number 186. I really think this is a very beautiful card. I love the artwork. It's at $90. I think it might be undervalued, because I really think this is a better card than the Ionos Bellable EX and even the Enzoroark EX. I really think Hops Zacian and Lily's Clefairy are really your top 2 cards of this set, and having this card at $90 might be undervalued. But again, as I said, more products will come out, and hopefully it will make a dent in most of these prices, making it affordable for people to collect. And so again, I stay away from investing in single. I collect single and I invest in sealed. And these are, as I said, my thought. You already heard it. If this was a very normal Pokemon market right now, Journey Together would just be in a very average set, around B minus, because of the number of secret cards in this set. And again, not that many cool cards except for the Hops Zacian and the Lily's Clefairy. There's not that many compared to like Prismatic Evolutions or SV151. Those sets are really like your top 2 sets of the Scarlet Violet era. And because Journey Together is really sandwiched between Prismatic Evolution and the upcoming newest set, which is the Destined Rival, dude, Destined Rival seem to be like the better set of Journey Together. And so because Journey Together is being sandwiched by 2 great sets, I really think people will probably forget about Journey Together and making this set not a good set to collect or invest. And if you want to collect, just buy the single. Don't try to rip packs. I really don't think that this set is a set to rip packs. But again, because of the lower number of secret rare cards, it might be fun set to open, because again, it might be easier to collect every single set for Journey Together. And so hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully this was useful. That was your ultimate release guide for Journey Together. Again, I know a lot of people are disappointed with the current Pokemon market right now. Not a lot of supply, distro scalping or other scalpers, or people fighting over Pokemon cards at Target, Walmart, or wherever. It's not that pretty. But again, hopefully the Pokemon Company can solve this problem. They always do, but they always go up and down. And so as I said, if this was a normal Pokemon market right now, Journey Together would just be a normal set. So with that, just a friendly reminder, if you're part of the Patreon, tomorrow is April 1st, and so I will be releasing your usual monthly price update on the various collection that this channel does. And so again, thank you for your support. Thank you for liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and comment on what you think. So with that, go forth and collect them all.